Hypocrisy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. What's up, guys? Sorry I'm really late today. Not that that's any different than usual. Not that that's any different from usual, but my life schedule has gotten a big FU from nature. So I'll tell you about it very briefly in just a second. Still getting everything set up. No, not hair gel. I just got out of the shower. I just got out of the shower because again, my whole schedule is messed up now. But that means I'm doing a new ad a day early, and that is for Manscaped. I was going to do it tomorrow, but now I'm going to do it today. So I had to get in the shower. I had to wash my beard and use their stuff. I'm going to show you that a little bit later. It's really nice. It's good stuff. So I won't show you the ball stuff. I haven't tried that out, but just the beard stuff to start. But anyway, welcome to the show. I've got a pop out Rumble chat. What even happened? I don't know what to do now because now I have all this conflicting space and I'm rearranging my windows in real time. Come on. Yeah. Can it? There. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shrink it, baby. Get this Rumble chat right here. All lined up. Oh my God. Oh, it's orgasmic. Almost ready. Almost lined up. Tonight we're gonna be talking about a couple different subjects. I almost didn't do a show tonight. I was thinking about it because the weather. So here's the dilemma I have. I was going to. Here's my plan this week was to do a show tonight. Live stream the trial tomorrow, do a show tomorrow night, and then Wednesday, I'd be getting ready to go to Vegas. My plane was actually going to leave early Thursday morning. Well, the weather decided to dump a giant fucking blizzard on the Midwest, and it starts off light tomorrow. And it kicks into high gear on Wednesday, straight through Thursday, 18 to 21 inches of weather. The last time something this white took 18 to 21 inches, Piper Perry was involved. And that just wasn't going to work for me because I didn't know if I was going to actually get out to Vegas. So I had to switch my flights to tomorrow and go 2 days early. And so I end up I'm not going to be trial streaming tomorrow because I'm going to be scrambling to get everything ready to get out of fucking town before that snow hits. So that I can get on my plane tomorrow and get out to Vegas early. Otherwise, you never know when you miss a flight, like when the next one is going to be. And I didn't want it to jeopardize the show. So I'm going to have to, like I said, I have to go early and spend 2 more days in Vegas, which is like, oh, damn, darn, shoot, rats, crap. However, that does mean I will not be streaming the trial tomorrow, which I wanted to do very, very much. Believe it or not, this is the part of the trial I wanted to see was the defense's case, and I'm going to miss like all of it. So I have to message Joe or something and let him know if he wants to take over, he can go ahead and do that. But I won't be able to do it. So, that's kind of the way it goes. But that's okay. That's all right. We're going to be all good in the long run. But yeah. So with that, we'll see how everything goes. But Vegas is still on. The weather's not going to stop me because I'm number one in the sector. I can't even do it with a straight fucking face. But anyway, yes. So that did change just about everything. And wait a minute. What was this? He needs Lady R to pack his shit. She doesn't know any of the tech stuff I have to pack. So, yeah. But that's going on. So this streaming schedule got really weird. I'm not going to get to Vegas until like midnight Vegas time tomorrow, which means I definitely won't be there in time to stream normally. I'll probably do something on locals at some point because I'm going to be, after traveling, I'm not going to be ready to just crash out. But Lady Raggeds probably will be. So I'll probably be in the hotel room, and I got a room that should be sufficient to stream in a different area while she's asleep. So I'll probably do something on locals tomorrow night, but I'll keep you posted. Yeah, but that's that. So I'll message. I don't know who's going to stream the trial tomorrow. I'll message people when I get done streaming. I would assume Joe or maybe Legal Vices will take over the trial stream tomorrow, and that'll be so you guys will be covered on that, while I'll be covered in Insanity. Don't fly Spirit. Why the fuck would anybody fly Spirit? Oh my God, what a mess. So, all right. With that said, tonight we're going to be talking about Alec Baldwin. He has apparently scored a major victory. A major victory. He has, whatchamacallit, gotten his gun enhancement dropped on his involuntary manslaughter charge. That was the gun enhancement would have added a mandatory 5-year penalty. The mandatory 5-year penalty to whatever he gets sentenced with. And now they've beaten that. That was a major chip in the bargaining pool for the state against Alec Baldwin, because likely he's gonna have a plea deal on this. And that was the threat. Hey, we can put you in jail for 5 years, ass bag. Now I think the penalty is like 18 months. So I don't know how you get involuntary manslaughter that doesn't involve a firearm with Alec Baldwin. Like, I'm not sure how this particular bullet-inflicted manslaughter doesn't involve a firearm sufficient for the statute that they drop it. I don't know, but that's what has happened. So we're going to go through the news stories about that, take a peek at that. And then James O'Keefe has issued a statement in regards to Project Veritas. He has been removed as CEO and removed from the board of Project Veritas, which spells the end of Project Veritas's credibility, its usefulness, its utility. So we're going to do that. Play the video. What video? The James O'Keefe video on Project Veritas? Is there a video? $40 minutes? 45 minutes? Fucking hell. That's a lot of time. So, yeah, I don't know. I got the PDF that he has. It's worth it. Is it through? Maybe. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll have to do that probably after we switch off of YouTube over to Rumble. So we'll figure that out in a minute. Maybe we'll just do it there because I had the PDF, which I think is probably the main content of the video, but we'll see. And then the last thing is well, there's some trans shit that I was gonna cover, but if we're doing a 45-minute video, I don't know if we'll get to the trans shit. But you know what the trans shit is? So we've got all these fucking loser countries who are just immediately cucking to the alphabet soup. They're now like trans shit is hitting their sports, like cricket. And there's a trans woman, which just means a fucking dude, who's competing in girls cricket against girls as young as 12. And it's a fucking man. And I don't know if you know, so like, I'm not a cricket player. I'm not a cricket watcher, but what I've seen of cricket is that it's a relatively hard ball that they bowl, and bowl looks like, when you see someone pitch in cricket, how do I describe this in the least offensive way? It looks like, God damn it. It looks like a retard playing baseball, right? That's what it looks like. It's this weird thing where they're like, and they hurl this thing in a weird fucking way. It's odd. Okay. Look, I'm American and I don't even like baseball that much, but that's how it looks. I don't know how to get around it. It's just strange. Every time they pitch, I expect that sound from the water boy where he's like, every time. And so, but it's this hard ball that they lob down the green, and then someone's got a fucking boat oar and they crank it as hard as they possibly can. And can you just imagine some like little 14-year-old girl going up there and going, and lobbing this thing, and a roided out dude just cramming the ball right back into her fucking teeth? Because that's what I imagine is going to happen sooner or later. It's inevitable. It's what has to happen because God will punish us for allowing this to go on. And some kid is going to die because a man is slapping this hard ball into their face. And they're not Canadians. So they're not used to taking pucks in the face. So it's, I was going to talk about that, but then you've got a tale of two things. Florida has banned the transgender affirming protection bullshit. And conversely, Minnesota's like, oh, yes, we're a trans sanctuary state. And they're just letting it all in. Whatever happens, like, cut anything off you want. I don't care how old they are. It's fucking insane. It's insane. And to be clear, I don't give a shit what you do when you're 18. I'm pro legalization of damn near everything, right? If it doesn't infringe on someone else's rights, I'm basically for it. I'm for legalization of marijuana to start, and in a transition into all drugs. I don't know if society's quite ready for legalizing all drugs right now, but I'm for marijuana, and then, you know, a long-term plan to legalize drugs and integrate them into society, because they're already integrated in society, just poorly. Like anybody who thinks that your neighbor isn't doing drugs, they are. They just are. Like, well, not in my town. Yes, in your town, they all are. So first, that's the thing. I'm for the legalization of prostitution. Again, assuming 18. I know there's all sorts of shit about like, well, it promotes trafficking. It's like, well, I mean, but you're already got trafficking. It's already happening. You're not fixing it by not legalizing prostitution. What you're doing is making a bunch of consensual activity between adults illegal because of your morality. And I'm sorry, I'm not there as far as what the government should do. Now, do I think people should be out buying prostitutes, doing a bunch of drugs? No, not really. Not really good. But I don't think people should be doing a lot of shit that's just fine. So, I don't know, like voting for Joe Biden. I don't think that should happen. I mean, that's a retarded thing to do, but people do it. That's me. That's my thing. But can we just agree? Can we just agree to leave the damn kids alone? Like just leave the kids alone. They don't need to worry about this shit. They need to be plagued. And this is the problem really with the whole trans. Is there theoretically, hypothetically, some kid who has gender dysmorphia or dysphoria or whatever the fuck it's called, and they legitimately think they're the opposite gender and they're really suffering and some sort of care would help them? I don't know. Maybe. I'll take that as a hypothetical. The problem is we can never find out if that's real. We can't find out if that's real because once you accept that that's a possibility, then some fucking speckled weirdo has to come out and be like, we have to tell every kid that exists that they might be the other gender just in case they are. It's like, no, homie, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. There's all sorts of ailments that I never fucking heard about until I was 30. And once I heard about them, I'm like, oh, do I have this? I'll go to WebMD. Oh my God, I do, right? Like that's how it works. And that's what they're trying to do all over the place with this gender affirming trans care bullshit. Is they don't just take the possibility and go, okay, we're going to treat this on the exceedingly rare occasions that it happens. Instead, it's like, no, tell everyone, do everything, propagandize it. And then what you do is because this is, of course, what they want to do for other purposes, they want to train children into accepting something about their identity when their identity is at its weakest, most malformed state. And they infiltrate the children's mind through their authority of trusted positions. We're talking teachers, doctors, public speakers, advocates, people that have somehow been given a false sense of trust and security and authority. Because when you really think about it, like, look, I know there's good teachers everywhere. Getting less and less sure of that. But okay, there's good teachers everywhere. But honestly, how the fuck do we know? Why do these people have any authority? These teachers are going to spend 9 months with a kid, 9 months of their life. And we're going to tell all these kids that these teachers are smart, have authority, have wisdom, have something, have some influence, and they will become trusted advocates for these kids for 9 months of their life. That's all they'll probably know them. They will likely never see them again after that. Has anybody else thought of this? Like, I'm sure somebody has, but I mean, anybody in the chat, like, I was thinking through this the other day and I'm like, why do we say these people have anything to fucking say to kids? They get 9 months? 9 months. I barely get to know people in 9 months. So anyway. But their authorities on whether or not these kids, They diagnose your kids with ADHD. They diagnose your kids with various personality disorders, with learning disabilities, with reading disabilities. They diagnose your kids gender dysphoria or dysmorphia, whatever it is. Again, I don't remember or particularly care. They diagnose. And I know you got to take them to a doctor for that confirmatory diagnosis, right? But you know the score. You know how it goes. I don't know if you guys know this. So when your kid gets tested for ADHD, you get 2 tests. One test is given to their teacher, and the other test is given to the parent. And the doctor compares and contrasts and combines the scores of the teacher and the parent and sees if there's, because there might be a different experience at school than at home. And they have to explore both of those and integrate them. So even if you as a parent don't recognize any symptoms of this, the teacher can put them down, and those will be considered and given weight. Am I taking my shirt off tonight? Well, I don't have a take my shirt off goal like Camelot does, but I could implement one. That is a threat. So anyway, I'm just getting tired of all this bullshit. I don't like public schools. I don't like public education. I think we fucked the system over. Yeah, see, I see all these people saying, don't take your shirt off. Like I said, it's a threat. We better get over that super chat threshold or it's coming off, baby. I'll have the longest streak in history. I've hit my goal 1,562 episodes in a row. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Oh my God. Let's see. But yeah, speaking of super chats, let me hit these super chats that came in. There's a couple that I want to grab early, and then we will get, we'll get into this Alec Baldwin shit, and then we'll get into the rest of this. I mean, I kind of ranted on the trans stuff, but we've got more trans stuff that we can do. Kyle Bogue says, you ready for the snowmageddon we're about to endure? 20 inches of snow. What an effing nightmare. Nope. Because I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to Vegas. It's not even warm in Vegas. I'm going anyway. Blue Varo gifted 5 memberships. And he also says, you can't leave. Snowstorm coming in MSP. Airport will be closed. I'm leaving. I'm getting the fuck out. Getting out of there. El Marie 07 says, toast to Dan and our 17-year anniversary. 2 children together. Works his ass off so I can stay home and homeschool. Here's to 17 more. I can get behind that. And I'll get behind it with some Dickel whiskey. Did I hear about Keffel stealing 100K in donations? I mean, I heard about it back like when it happened. I mean, I don't know the details though. Let's see. To Dan, 17 years with El Marie 07. I don't think that's her real name, but 17 years with 2 children together. A man who goes to work to bring home money, provision, protection, and security for his family, for his wife, for his children. She says, here's to 17 more. And I hope there's 17 after that as well. Congrats, you two. 17 years is quite an adventure that you've been on, and there's a whole lot more to come. So cheers. Enjoy each other. Enjoy your children, and keep chasing that dream life that you've always been after and seem to be well into. Jason McConnell says, my best friend is the head principal for the Ontario board, the largest school board on earth. She's in charge of the big titty shop teacher case. She also refers to opposition to drag queen shows as ultra right. She's my friend, but these people are insane. Yeah. Yep. They definitely are. Mm. I don't know if you guys saw the shop teacher with the Z cup tits. It said they're real. They're real. All right. Oh my God. Squizgar 2322 says in RE Alec Baldwin, what you are not considering in your analysis of the firearm modifier is this: he is rich. That's true. That is true. Oh my God. What a fucking disaster. I don't think I put the Vegas show. I didn't. Also, my Las Vegas show. Get tickets for Feb 26th. You can still get tickets for the Vegas show if you happen to be in the area and able to come. Oh, I'm gonna come. It should be a lot of fun, honestly. Wait, Poppy. Oh, it did it. Cool. Let me add this to YouTube, and now I got to add it to the Rumble stream real quick. So scrambled getting the show ready today that I just missed everything. Go, save. Whew. Okay. Whew. Crisis averted. Make sure if you want to come to the Vegas show, again, it's on February 26th at 8 p.m. Vegas time. It'll go till midnight Vegas time. And I mean, there's going to be time after the show. There's probably going to be time before the show to meet up with people, drink. There's going to be a live stage show for part of the 4 hours, probably 1 to 2 hours of that. And then, you know, we'll be just hanging out and drinking around the area, around at that bar, maybe somewhere else. I don't know, around the time. So there's plenty to do and plenty of people to meet. If you're in Vegas and you want to come hang out, please do so. Any chance the fire marshal closes down your meetup? I mean, anything's possible, of course, but it's in a giant facility that normally does shows, so I doubt it. But yeah, there we go. The venue is the Ahern Hotel. It's all on the Eventbrite page that is listed in the link, so you can get your tickets there. And you can see where the venue is. It's on the north end of the strip. Oh, shit. Damn it. I got to grab some of these Rumble rants before I miss them. Music and Fiction says Late and Matthew Tiermond. Who the fuck is Matthew Tiermond? I don't know who that is. Next, we've got the Toast Boy says the ball is as hard as a baseball and speed bowlers average 90 miles per hour. See? Damn. Mario Carter 13 says it's amazing how not a single public school has ever taught anyone how to file their taxes. You had one fucking job. Miner Zircon says, fuck these troons. These teachers are government goons. Fuck them even more. Bear in the Woods says, my son's school tried to convince us that he was autistic. Only 2 weeks of Kumon tutoring, all problems gone. I confronted them on a Zoom meeting and told them we'll be homeschooling next year. Get it. Philippa Burns says, can you get that fat-headed Tard Taylor from PKA on? Possibly. I don't know. What do we have? What do we want to talk to him about? Winston Smith says, taking the bar exam tomorrow. Please take the drink I haven't been able to in months. Oh, Winston, the bar exam. You're going to do fine, brother. You know this material. You've been studying it. You're ready to go. Get in there. Write your dick off. Then the next day, do a little multiple choices. You're gonna be good. All right. Let's now let me grab this story that I got. Da 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 da. Share. Oh, my screen layout's different. Okay, here we go. New Mexico prosecutors downgrade charges against Alec Baldwin in the Rust shooting. Well, I'm really happy that my movie Supercell will be doing really well, and I want to promote Rust. I don't know. Did you guys see the preview, the trailer for Supercell? It's like Twister again, but instead of Bill Paxton, you have Alec Baldwin, and instead of a, kind of like a fun story, you have probably garbage. What do you make about this Farron fiasco? I don't know what the Farron fiasco is. If you're talking about Farron's drama with Divinity, I ain't involved in that shit. I hate drama. I don't want to cover it. I'm not going to talk about it. Farron's my friend. People can love her, hate her, all they want. That's up to them. Megan talked a lot about you claiming people pay to be in your locals, etc., just to get material from Autograph to use against you in your lawsuit. That doesn't have anything to do with Farron. But yeah, I mean, some of the shit from my lawsuit, or more appropriately from my ethics complaint, is from my locals exclusive live stream that was grabbed. So yeah, I'm sure there are people who pay to be in my locals who, are just grabbing whatever they want for whatever purpose. I mean, which is fine. I think it's okay. But anyway, okay, here's this thing. Prosecutors in New Mexico have downgraded the involuntary manslaughter charges against actor Alec Baldwin in the fatal shooting of cinematographer Hala Hutchins on the Rust movie set in October 21. Court documents filed on Friday. Do they have the documents? Please. Oh, thank God. We'll check that out in a minute. Show that Baldwin still faces one count of involuntary manslaughter, a 4th-degree felony that carries a sentence of 18 months in prison. So yeah, we go from 5 years down to 18 months. But prosecutors have removed what's known as a firearm enhancement, a part of the criminal code that extends prison sentences when firearms are involved in the commission of a crime. How? Decision comes more than a week after the actor's legal team disputed the enhancements charge in filings. Oh my God. Unlawful enhancement. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this motion. This will be exciting. Arguing the prosecutors had committed an unconstitutional and legal error by charging Mr. Baldwin under a statute that did not exist under the state of the accident. Huh? Changes to New Mexico's firearm enhancement law took effect in March 2022. The current version of the law calls for 5 additional years of prison time in cases in which a firearm was discharged in the commission of certain felonies. Baldwin's lawyers have pointed out the Rust shootings took place in 2021, about 6 months before the changes took effect. Under the previous version of the law, an enhancement of 3 years would only apply when a gun had been brandished, which would have required prosecutors to prove an intent to intimidate or injure. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. In a statement to NPR on Monday, Heather Brewer, a spokeswoman for the New Mexico 1st District Attorney, said the decision to drop the firearm enhancement was made to expedite the case in order to avoid further litigious distractions by Mr. Baldwin and his attorneys. The district attorney and special prosecutor have removed the firearm enhancement to the involuntary manslaughter charges in the death of Helena Hutchins on the Rust film set. That woman. That woman. She added the prosecution's priority is securing justice, not securing billable hours for big city attorneys. Oh, but isn't justice serviced by securing the enhancement? Like, isn't that justice? I cannot believe it. It's fucking amazing. The same charges have also been dropped against film's armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed, faces the same involuntary manslaughter charges as Baldwin. Baldwin's expected to make his first court appearance on Friday. All right, so here, let's take a peek at this legal argument. Prosecutors in this case have committed an unconstitutional and elementary legal error by charging Mr. Baldwin under a statute that did not exist on the date of the accident. The information states that the second alternative count of involuntary manslaughter shall be enhanced pursuant to the firearm enhancement statute. But at the time of the accident, the firearm enhancement statute applied only when a firearm was brandished in the commission of a non-capital felony. It defined brandished to mean displaying or making a firearm known to another person while the firearm is present on the person of the offending party with the intent to intimidate or injure a person. They got an argument. They've got an argument, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, it's not on screen here. Switch it over. The government's statement of probable cause contains no allegation that Mr. Baldwin acted with intent to intimidate or injure a person. And its description of the alleged conduct makes clear the tragic death of Helena Hutchins was an accident. Thus, it appears that the government intended to charge the current version of the firearm enhancement statute, which was not enacted until May 18, 2022, 7 months after the incident. Version no longer requires the defendant brandish a firearm, instead imposing a 5-year additional sentence when a firearm was discharged in the commission of a non-capital felony. But under the ex post facto clause of the U.S. And New Mexico constitutions, as well as basic principles of statutory interpretation, that version of the statute could not apply to the conduct that occurred before it was enacted. Accordingly, that enhancement should not be bound over. Application of the current version of the statute would be unconstitutionally retroactive, and the government has no legitimate basis to charge Mr. Baldwin under the version of the statute that existed at the time of the accident. That's a good fucking argument. That's a good argument. Did Nick just say they changed the law to suit the wealthy elite? No. Actually, let me be very clear on this. I agree much more with the original statute than the new statute. Flood, I heard you did a double fight milk, you bastard. Showing me up. Good work, brother. Hope you enjoyed that. It wasn't that bad, was it? I mean, I don't know that I need to drink 4 eggs in general, but something about the milk and the vodka makes the eggs like you don't notice the eggs at all. But let me be clear on this. The old version of the statute required the state to prove intent to point a fire, to show someone a firearm with the purposes of intimidating them or causing them fear. Brandishing. The new statute just says if anything occurs, a non-capital felony occurs, and you discharge a firearm in the process, any non-capital felony in which a firearm is discharged, you get a 5-year enhancement. I prefer the original version of the bill. New Mexico has implemented a shittier law, in my opinion. I think the state should always have to prove intent on things. So I like the old version of the statute. They didn't change that for the wealthy elite. If anything, I mean, they made the statute broader and it would encompass more people, and it would have encompassed Baldwin. But I think they had already passed the statute at the time of the accident. It just hadn't taken effect yet. So there you go. But yeah, the ex post facto, uh, you cannot apply laws ex post facto. There can be no bill of attainder. Something a law can. The reason they have this right is they cannot change a law because the person that did the thing is someone they don't like and they want to punish them. They were very concerned about this. They're very concerned that a person or a group of persons would be engaged in an activity. Congress would then go make that activity illegal, going backwards in time to do so, and then catch up otherwise lawful activity as unlawful, as criminal, and then punish people for it. The reason they were scared of this is because that's what monarchs did. So you can't actually do that. I mean, you can change the law whenever you want and have the effective date be whatever. And some laws do get a retroactive effective date. But if it's a criminal prosecution, you always have an argument against an ex post facto constitutional violation. That seems to be what happens here. Um, Mr. Baldwin respectfully requests that the court decline to bind over the firearm enhancement. Even taking the government's allegations as true solely for the sake of this motion, those allegations do not meet the statute's requirements. On the date of this accident, firearm enhancement statute applied only if Mr. Baldwin brandished a firearm during the commission of the offense. Statute's definition of brandish required an acting with intent to intimidate or injure a person. The government has not even alleged that he acted with such an intent. Now, could they allege that he acted with intent? Sure. They could. They could allege that he was showing that gun with the intent to intimidate or injure. But they would have to they get bogged down in proving state of mind, the state of mind of intent. And that would be a really, really hard thing to do. I'm surprised that this thing, I didn't read this. I grabbed the story and I figured it was the same shit that everybody else figured. Oh, preferential treatment for, former A-list celebrity. So he gets this thing, liberal prosecutor, liberal Democrat, Alec Baldwin. It turns out he's just going to get the benefit of not having the enhancement. What does this mean? I mean, we don't have to sit here and belabor this story too long. What this means for Alec Baldwin is that the state now has an absolutely terrible deck of cards going into plea negotiations. Alec Baldwin is likely a first-time offender, specifically he may have a DUI or two somewhere, who knows, he's a celebrity, but he's probably a first-time offender in the state of New Mexico. I'm guessing he's not going to have a felony criminal record in the state of New Mexico. So what they're going to have is just this one charge with a maximum penalty of 18 months. Even if he gets convicted, he's not going to get the 18 months. The only thing that was really threatening Alec Baldwin was this enhancement. So now they're going to go to him and they're going to be like, well, here's your plea agreement. And I'm guessing he's going to get a sweet deal. 6 months to 1 year probation. No same or similars. No possession of a firearm during the probationary period. Maybe even downgrading it to a gross misdemeanor or a misdemeanor to preserve his gun rights, because his gun rights are going to be complicated when he's on set with any sort of gun involvement for any role. That'll be a complicating factor. So I bet that he'll have, 12 months probation as a plea agreement, no jail time, significant community service, maybe 50 to 100 hours of community service, something like that. He'll have to record some gun safety stuff maybe for Sesame Street. I don't know what the fuck they'll have him do, but he'll do some sort of gun safety program. He's not going to spend any time in jail. And then his gun rights will actually probably be fully restored after that 6 to 12 months. That's my guess on what happens. Hey, what's up? Good Logic, Joe and viewers. How you doing? How are you? What do I know about the Taylor Shabusiness trial in Wisconsin? I know that the trial just got delayed, which is good because after the Murdaugh trial, I need a little trial break. Trials are extremely difficult on my schedule. They're very, very stressful. I know that when the judge extended her, or pushed out her next hearing date, she punched her attorney and elbowed him or whatever, which is great. All attorneys need to be punched every now and then. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I covered the case when it first happened, and I'm looking forward to the trial. Taylor Shabusiness. She gave that boy the shabusiness on the front end, on the back end, and on the neck end. So I'm looking forward to that trial very, very much. Joe, are you in the audience, Joe? Good Logic, are you there? If you're watching, Joe, I can't stream the trial tomorrow due to an unfortunate weather event. If you want to take over, like put in the chat that you're going to be streaming it, that'd be fine. I don't know if you're able to. Joe said he'll cover the trial. Good. He went to bed. Perfect. That's great. So yeah, I mean, I don't think we really need to do much. Their argument was we can look at this real quick. Oh, Janet Tolsta. Yeah, I'd love to cover the Taylor Shabusiness trial, assuming my schedule has any room for it. And it's broadcast. I'll definitely be covering it 100%. That one, I want to cover that one. I would love to cover Courtney Clenny, the OnlyFans chick. Those two trials will be great. There's probably some other ones out there, but those two are ones that I'm definitely looking forward to covering. So, here are the two different statutes. So the following chart reproduces the relevant language of the two statutes. So firearm enhancement statute, date of the accident. When a separate finding of fact by the court or jury shows that the firearm was brandished in the commission of a non-capital felony, basic sentence of imprisonment prescribed for the offense in section 31-1815 shall be increased by 3 years. As used in this section, brandish means displaying or making a firearm known to another person while the firearm is present on the person of the offending party with intent to intimidate or injure a person. So there you go. I mean, they nailed that argument just fine. Firearm enhancement statute as amended on May 18th, when a separate finding of fact by the court or jury shows that a firearm was discharged in the commission of a non-capital felony, the basic sentence of imprisonment prescribed for the offense shall be increased by 5 years. So wait a minute, but this is interesting though. What is section C in the old statute? Luckily, I think I can look it up. Nick is into psycho chick cases. Yeah, those are the funniest ones. State materials. Hold on. New Mexico. What the fuck is New Hampshire, New Jersey? Oh, there's New Mexico. I was like, what the? I wasn't scrolled down far enough. Search New Mexico. Let's see. NMSA 31-18-15. Let's see. We got oh wait, no. That's not the actual. This is just that's just the enhancement. Fucking hell. Where's the actual statute? I got to go back. So NMSA 31-18-16. That's what we're looking for. Jason McConnell says Runkle pointed out the firearm statute was introduced after Baldwin shooting, so fuck Baldwin, but fuck the state more for retroactive bullshit. Correct. 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 Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let's see. Let me go to. I need to go to the history of this statute. Here we go. Here's the prior version. I'll pull it up. Boom. All right. So section C, the thing that bothered me about this, I just wanted to check, was that if you saw here, we had section A and D, and then the new one is section C. So I wanted to see what the other section was. And here we go. Here's the old version of the statute. So here's A, here's C. If the case is tried before a jury, and if a prima facie case has been established showing that a firearm was brandished in the commission of the offense, the court shall submit the issue to the jury by special interrogatory. Case tried by the court, prima facie has been established showing the firearm was brandished during the commission. Court shall decide the issue and shall make a separate finding of fact thereon. So here's, all correct. For second or subsequent non-capital felony in which firearm is brandished. Brandish is the only language here. They don't have discharged on it. So they've got it. This is they're correct in their argument and their assessment. Baldwin, as much as Baldwin's a dirtbag and he did fucking kill someone, I mean, the statute that he's under needs to be the statute at the time of the offense, not a statute that's modified later and applied backwards. Good Logic says, sorry your week got disrupted by weather. Oh, thank you, my friend. Travel safe, my brother. Keep me appraised of your Murdoch trial streaming schedule. Happy to join in on your panel or to step in and stream and to YouTube and Rumble when you're enjoying your trip. I doubt I'll be streaming on YouTube or Rumble for the trial schedule, but I'll let you know, mainly because it's 2 hours earlier. I'd be starting at 6:30 in the morning Vegas time, and I have a feeling I'll probably still be drinking in Vegas at 6:30 a.m. most of these days. So thank you, Joe. I really appreciate it. Guys, make sure you check out the trial tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all these days on Good Logic's channel. And, I'll be letting Andrew and Steve and all those guys know that I won't be able to do it. So thank you for that. Joe, have a good time, my brother. And let me know how it goes. I know you just sent a super chat on that. I just read your super chat on that, Joe. I literally just read it. Where are you? Where are you, my man? That's why I was responding to. All right. So Alec Baldwin, he just gets to walk. I mean, he's going to walk on this. There's no way they're going to take this shit to trial. It's a shit case to take to trial at this point, because even if they win, they're going to get 180. They're going to get 18 months, but they're not going to get 18 months. They're going to get 6 months, maybe in county, but that's only if they go to trial and win. They're not going to, and they're going to plead all sorts of shit. Alec Baldwin's, public figure, be very extra dangerous to put him in. House arrest is more appropriate, blah, 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 blah. There's no way Alec Baldwin's going to jail in New Mexico. No way. So I just want to point that out to people. It would have been funny, but it's not happening. All right. But that's the breaking news on Alex Jones. No, on Alec Baldwin. That's the breaking news on Alec Baldwin. And it's really unfortunate, because it would be nice to see him punished for his criminal act in the way everybody else would be. But in a weird way, he is getting punished in the way that other people are, because he's under the appropriate statute. Now, he's still going to get preferential treatment, right? If you, in the same date, went out and just blam, 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 and blasted just iced some chick on accident, you're not You're not fucking getting away with this. You're not going to get away with this, but Alec Baldwin will. And there really is, people keep saying two-tiered justice. There is two-tiered justice in the system. There's two tiers of other things in this world, though. And those are beards, ladies and gentlemen. There are two tiers of beards. There's one tier of beard in which you are just a normal schlub walking around, scratching all day, itchy, like strange growth. Your beard has little hairs sprinkling out all over the place. And then there's another tier. And that is the tier you achieve with Manscaped. Because we have breaking news. Manscaped now sells beard products. No longer do they just manicure your fucking balls. Now Manscaped is here to manicure the manliness that is apparent to most of the world, unless you're me. Of course, my balls swing free at all times, but most people are walking around with clothes on, and their beards are the first thing that's apparent. Beards, of course, have become very, very popular over the past couple years, with guys walking around with horrific rat's nests hanging off of their fucking face. And look, I know it's super cool of you to have a beard that hangs down to your tits, but it's only cool of you if that beard doesn't smell like asshole. All right? So what you need to do is get yourself the Manscaped Beard Pack, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. They got this dialogue for me to read. From a beard trim to a fresh shave, technology behind the Beard Hedger Pro Kit allows you to shape your signature beard look. Now you can finally use Manscaped products to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using promo code NOSE20 for 20% off and free shipping. I'm going to show you the kit. I got it. Here it is. Bam. Beard kit. I used it today in the shower. Here's what it comes with. Here's your kit. You got some beard oil right here to slather up your beard. You've got beard conditioner, beard balm, beard shampoo. You got this. It looks like a brush for a pool table. Get your cat hair off your pool table. No, it's right here. Rub your face down with that bad boy. You got a beard comb. You've got these beard scissors up here. If you've got like a I'm not going to pull them out. They're just scissors, like barber scissors. And then in here, of course, you've got a Manscaped clipper. I'll pull this fucking thing out. We'll pull this out. I love it. They gave me a document and giant red letters. It says, "Do not read. Hosts to talk about how you personally enjoy the products and how it helps the beard." Don't read it. Don't tell them. As if you guys don't know that that's what I'm supposed to do as part of the ad read. Of course I am. I don't take ads that I don't actually like. And I do like Manscaped stuff so far, although I have not used the clippers yet. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to lie about anything. What I did today, I took a shower. I used the beard shampoo, the beard conditioner, which is very nice. And I used the little comb and I used the brush. But here we go. I've got it's got a Manscaped beard clipper right here. That's right. It's fully charged, baby. It comes with it. You get to select your height. It goes down to 0.5 millimeters on up to 10 millimeters of beard length if you need to shave. But if you're a guy who does the whole full beard thing, you want to use those scissors, right? You don't want to be clipping the shit out of your beard for that. But everything comes in this nice little case, and it's it's very, very nice. Look, you can shave your beard. You can keep yourself manicured and looking good. Make the girls think you're smelling good. All that stuff with Manscaped. The case is good. You could throw this in a bag, travel with it if you need to. And it seems like it's all high quality stuff. I can only speak specifically right now to the beard shampoo and the beard conditioner. My beard does feel, it's nice and soft. I'm not going to lie. It's got a nice sheen to it. And it's tamed, which is good because sometimes I get kind of scraggly. I like it. I also have the ball kit. And I'll tell you how that goes when I get a chance to use it. But that's a whole separate thing, and I'll show that. That's for your other man parts. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code NOSE20 to get 20% off your order, free shipping. Look, I can read. Let me read some of this stuff that they have. Here we go. It's time to tame your mane. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all your stubble trouble. I refuse to read things with rhymes. It all starts with the beard hedger. This thing is the juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. That's actually really fucking nice because I do have a wall trimmer, W-A-H-L trimmer, and you got all these fucking little attachments that you got to put on. This thing, it's all self-contained. One thing. You don't need to get all those stupid things on there. It's waterproof. You can shave in the shower if you want. And then it's a titanium coated T-blade. It's tough on hair, but smooth on your face, leaving a single stroke efficiency. Guys, I know a lot of you are one stroke guys, but we're talking beard trimming here. This is nice. And then it's got beard shampoo and conditioner. Next is a beard oil, essential piece for your main facial accessory. No one wants a guy whose beard is brittle and dry. The oil relieves dryness both on the beard and the skin beneath, which is nice. Again, women, you may not know this, but here, let me tell you why your man wants some beard oil, some beard balm, okay? Because the longer your beard gets, your hair actually will pull oil away from your skin. And while you won't have oily skin, you'll get really dry, chapped skin. For me, it happens right around this area. When this thing gets long, this stuff gets really dry and itchy underneath and gets red and flaky, and that's bullshit. Beard oil and beard balm, that's the type of stuff that keeps the moisture locked in on the skin, which is really, really nice. That's what you need. And then, yeah, cap off the kit with beard balm, a pomade that shapes, styles, moisturizes, and tames for a sculpted look to attract any fellows or dames. Wait, any fellows or dames? Can you change the order on that? It also comes with 3 free gifts, a beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. And of course, go get 20% off and free shipping with promo code NOSE20 at manscaped.com. It's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use promo code NOSE20. Manscaped beard hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths. Oh my, very, very innuendo laden ad read. I read most of it. It doesn't matter entirely, but that's what it is. They're a new sponsor of the show. And I look, again, I only will advertise stuff that I think is actually good. And the using the beard shampoo and the beard conditioner is really, really nice. I don't normally shampoo and condition my beard, and it feels really good today. So there you go. So check that out if you want, and that'd be good stuff. Manscaped.com. Thank you for sponsoring the show. I really appreciate that. All right, it is time to read some super chats. Get the hell off of YouTube. Get over to Rumble. Increase the profanity. Increase the liquor fanity. And then we'll talk about Project Veritas. Okay, here we go. Mario Carter 13 says Nick's new tattoo was a cry for help. He got it to remember when you broke your foot from jumping out the second floor. I'm not okay. Wait, what? Who broke their foot? I'm confused on that one. I don't know. It's definitely a cry for help, but I'm not sure who broke their foot jumping out the second floor. Mario Kart 13 also says, can't take 18 inches coming prematurely. That's true. That's happening. Marcel DeFore says, just picked up 11-year-old Lagavulin Offerman Edition Charred Oak Cask. It's so good. Yeah, that was a good one. I liked it. It's an MCR lyric. Who's MCR? Oh, My Chemical Romance. Oh, okay. Gotcha. DeRolling Thunder says, Nick, I'm still going through the Horus Heresy. Hate you for recommending it to me because it's so long. Giggity. I'm on Scars, by the way, and I love it. That was a good book. Forgotten Empire also made it into my top 3. My favorite was still The Burning of Prospero. That's my favorite book, I think, from there. I really like that one. I also like the one where they're chasing the astropath across Terra, because I like that the human tracker that they use. That guy's fucking cool. Sleeping Psycho says, God, you fake emo. My Chemical Romance came out after my emo phase was dead. When did that shit even come out? My Chemical Romance. 2001, they were active. I never heard about them in 2001. But see, that's when I kind of stopped going to concerts and shit. The only emo band I ever like was aware of was Newfound Glory. There were some other people who were like, and they're like a weird version of emo. But then it got into like the screamo and stuff. That wasn't for me. That wasn't for me at all. Okay. Sergeant Willie says the Baldwin is ex post facto. The gun enhancement wasn't law at the time. Magnum Norse, I live 2 miles from ground zero of Kyle Rittenhouse becoming a legend. Many hours spent looking out my window with a scary black rifle. But yeah, how does Drex feel about black women again? He's not a fan. He's not a fan of them. Not sure if people picked up on it because it's subtle. When Drex talks about black women, it's very, very subtle how he feels about them. And I don't know that everybody catches, all the nuance in there. Rochester Cyclecam says, this is how you screw up kids with autism. They already feel weird and some start to obsess once the idea is planted in their head. Yeah, they need to do one of those longitudinal studies that compares kids with autism to the increase in, or to like kids with trans issues and stuff like that. And also furries. All right, there's a very important thing I had to do in locals. Better Bachelor. Hey, what's up, man? Says, got here late tonight. Start over so I can catch up. Here's a little something to add to the bank account so you can gun someone down like Alec and get away with it. Oh, hey, thanks, Joker. How you doing, buddy? We should do another show at some point and talk soon, man. We had a really good conversation last time. I'd love to do it again. Also, Better Bachelor, do you shave your balls? I do. Asia Frazier says, when I was a kid, there was a saying, if the truth kills a man, let him die. I became an adult and suddenly telling people the truth causes people to die. It does. That it does. Kiernoth says, Nick, I was diagnosed with ADHD 3 months ago and I'm 39. I wish I knew I was diagnosed with it as a kid because I made several life-altering decisions because of it. There has to be a better way. There does. I'm not one of those people who thinks ADHD isn't real. I want to be very clear on that. I mean, I probably have it. I know Lady Rackets has it. And it's obvious. But I don't think it manifests in the way people just think that it does. Because the way ADHD is diagnosed a lot in schools is this kid doesn't do what I demand that they do. And that's why it's far overdiagnosed in boys versus girls and shit like that. Because when boys are acting like boys, it can be difficult in a school setting. And whatever you think of Stefan Molyneux, or Stefan Molyneux, as some people like to call him, he's right on this issue. The school system is set up for younger girls and how they learn and how they act. Younger boys are much more, and believe me, I have 2 boys and 3 girls. The way they interact with the world is very, very different. It's very, very different as they're growing up. And schools are not geared towards how boys tend to learn when they're younger. I do think that may actually shift as they get older, as they get into their older teenage years. I think boys might actually be better suited to the higher end of high school and then college education versus girls. I think that might be true. I haven't looked into it too much, but certainly at the younger years and certainly in the years where they're diagnosing this stuff. And so the problem is, while there are real issues with ADHD, and it makes things really, really difficult for people who have it, you've got this separate issue where it's being misdiagnosed because they're just not complying in my classroom in the way I want. Sir Elliot says Hubert Humphrey Terminal. No, thank you. Not going to that one. The Hot Dog Wizard. You can find out about ADHD and learning disabilities via neuropsychological evaluation, about 2 full days of testing. That is solid. Amateur Anth, do we get hookers if we spend $150 on tickets? I mean, the tickets are $50. So if you spend $150 on tickets, you can take your $100 and get hookers. I can't vouch for the quality of hookers at $100. I don't know hooker pricing, but when people have talked about it in chat, I'm always surprised at how low it is. But I don't know what kind of hookers they're buying. Never bought a hooker. Probably never will. Can't imagine a situation in which I would. Peckerwood says the Twitter Times CEO, James O'Keefe. Pendar, welcome to Paralegal Status. Thank you. Ty Dollar Sign says, did you hear a metal factory blew up in Ohio? Weird that Ohio is the main focus of the State of the Union speech. Spell Madam says it's not public education, it's government education. Correct. Always important to keep in mind. Someone says, I've paid as low as $40. Did your dick fall off? I just can't imagine. Like, I feel weird spending $40 for a hooker. Like, that just not. I don't even know what that would look like. Huh. Okay. Well, Fiery Red Podcast. Weather's going to suck in Minnesota for the next few days, Nick. Wind has already started. I know. My drive home today was harrowing. Stay safe. I and the missus will also. 2 freaking feet expected here. Ugh. Gnome John says, as someone from a family of public school teachers, it's been a hard few years of me learning exactly how messed up the public schools are and made me reevaluate a lot. It's tough, man. And you also don't want to like shit on your family. Like, you don't want to do that. And they're probably the decent ones. But it doesn't matter. No one to you says every New Mexican in the audience knows our unofficial state motto, the land of entrapment. Go on vacation, stay on probation. Ooh, that's cool. Ryan North says, could I get a referral for Texas employment attorney? I don't know any off the top of my head, man. If I did, I'd tell you. Fiery Red Podcast says Kim Potter deserved better than Baldwin. Just my honest opinion. I agree. I think Kim Potter's was definitely an accident. And I don't think that she's as culpable as Alec Baldwin. I don't think she even knew she had a gun in her hand. Mostly Gluten says it makes sense that you were sponsored by Manscaped when you need to break out the baldo. Look, you don't want hair on your balls for the baldo. You don't want that at all. Mario Carter 13, fetch me the clippers. His effing beard is weird. Igor Slagathor, have you watched Ogren that was recommended to you on PKA? No, I haven't yet. If I don't get it before then, I'll watch it on the plane. If not, can you watch on stream so we can see your reaction? No, I'm not going to take 7 minutes of someone else's content. That's obviously like well-produced content. People should check that out on their own, but I will, I'm going to watch, like I said, if I don't get it before the plane tomorrow, I'll get it on the plane. Ryoji Mata says, great. Now Baldwin is getting away with essentially murder. Another celebrity getting a slap on the wrist for killing someone. Now, this one's not his fault that the law was not suited to encapsulate his activity at the time. He's right on this. He's very right on this. IDK anymore says, hello, I was misdiagnosed with ADD. It was first grade and they put me in special ed classes with children who had autism. Children made fun of me. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to be put in special ed in elementary school. You will be mercilessly mocked. Aisha Frazier says, German Shepherds protect the rest of us. Their bad reputation means that American black women are least likely to get kidnapped in a foreign country. That's the bright side of it, Aisha Frazier. Holy shit. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming at all. Woo, hoo, hoo. Wow. Jason McConnell says, I got detained in the Hubert Humphrey Terminal circa 99 for harassing Christy Yamaguchi. In my defense, I didn't know it was her. All rook same. Oh my God. Woo. Oh my goodness. Okay. Jay Lucky says, how was the fight milk? It was really not bad, in all honesty. It tasted like weirdly smooth vodka. The milk kind of negated the harshness of the vodka. The vodka taste kind of overpowered the milk. And both of those overpowered the eggs. The eggs, I didn't taste the eggs at all. The only difficult part is swallowing a whole egg yolk raw is weird. But it's not hard. It just goes down, but it's awkward. And I didn't throw up or anything. I didn't feel sick, but the entire night I felt like I should want to throw up. I was like, it's just awkward. Like it was weird combination of shit. I was like, am I going to get sick? But I never did. I was just fine. Steve Allen says, hey, Nick, when you speak, I hear my thoughts. Keep up, mate. Cheers, brother. Nexus says it's not Norfolk Southern. It's the EPA that messed up. Tanks were under pressure. 1/4 square mile times 50. The tanks were about to fail. Burn off is correct. There you go. That's what Nexus says. I don't know anything about it. There's just a shitload of chemicals being burned into the sky. Cool. All right, guys. That's the end of the YouTube show. Wait, Ellie Fan says, what's up? Hey, what's up, Ellie? Also, hi, Locals Chat. Big shout out to Locals Chat as well. RicadaLaw.locals.com if you want to join in on that. And also, following this stream, there will be an exclusive Ricada Law Locals live stream. We do those every day following these Rumble exclusive streams, which we're going over to Rumble right now. We got about 20 seconds of a little transition piece, and we'll be on Rumble. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, contributing, hitting like, and all that shit. I'm going to read these super chats before I go. But if you want to pop over to Rumble, the link is in the description on YouTube, and it'll drag you right over to the Rumble page. And you can resume the rest of the show over there. Amateur Ant says you can take a regular woman on a date. Who knows how many times before you might get some action? I would say 300 to $1,000 for what you want with inflation is a good deal. So there you go. The argument for the economics of prostitution. If you're just taking a girl out to smash, prostitution for many people is a better proposition. You know what you're going to get, and you often pay. You pay a predictable amount, whether it's less or not depends. But I mean, if you're taking a girl out to a really nice steak place, I mean, your dinner could cost $300, $400, $500 easy. Strategic Defense Concepts says, as a kid in the 80s, I was diagnosed ADHD. Doctors insisted on pills, but thankfully my mother refused and instead put me on a specialty diet called the Feingold diet. All it really is not eating artificial crap. And Nexus says, is it fixed? The blob, not yet. Not yet. I'll let you know when it is. I didn't read the super chat that you didn't send. Correct. I didn't do that. All right, guys. We're going to hit this Rumble outro. I'll see you over on Rumble in just a bit. Catch you later. Peace. Peace.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen,